morning, afternoon, good night, whatever it is. I'm not even sure. Let you guys get in here. I'm on number 3 of these. Oh, this is the first cold one. I had a couple warm ones to go. A little breezy this morning. Welcome to a championship wrap-up edition. Now we got more coming up this week, but I want to give you a short little show today. We've got a busy afternoon here, so I'm gonna get down. I don't have a lot of time, but I got a little time to give you guys the good news highlights and get your questions and comments and kind of review the game last night. We will have another show this week, probably tomorrow. And anyway, glad you're along. Get the folks in there, audio set up, everybody going. I'm bringing on just a tad. Give you a shot of the ballpark. That kind of shows you what. Well, can you see that? You guys see that? Championship celebration. Still the remnants there, as you see. It went in late in the night here. We were having a good time, and boy, what a great day. We had a phenomenal. Right now, I'm watching. I don't know if you can see this on the Legends board. Let me see if I can give you a better shot of that. Can you see the Legends board off in the distance in the middle of the screen? They're playing our championship video right now. That's the video we're going to show you in a moment. But great work. And the staff is assembled. The team is assembled here at the ballpark. Have a team function, team lunch today with Mark Brandmeyer and company, the entire organization. But I want your questions and comments. I want to hear from you folks real quickly today. Again, we're going to we slowly move our way into dry dock. We've got a couple more shows until we get there. But we will review a little bit more the week that was, the season that was later on this week. But I want to give you guys a little catch up from last night and where we are today here at the ballpark. And again, just a phenomenal ride. I told this to some folks last night, and I don't mean this in any kind of snarky way, but I wasn't as nervous as I thought I would be. I think because I realized, and I think I told you guys this on the broadcast, if the Monarchs do what the Monarchs do, which the Monarchs done all year, there was no reason to think they wouldn't. I was fairly confident that this will be a successful postseason. I will tell you that I was a little more nervous against Sioux City, and that's no disrespect to the folks in Fargo. That's not what I'm saying. Those are tricky series when you play a team that you see a lot. There's a rivalry and history there. That's tricky, and I was a little sort of concerned there. And I guess my concern only was because it wasn't so much a talent thing. My concern was there was a roll of the dice to play the first 2 games at home for Friday and Saturday. Are we still frozen? Oh my gosh. Are we still frozen? Sorry about that. I think the internet's still parting from last night. Sorry about that, folks. That's just ridiculous. That is the one thing we've got to do better on from from my seat here. This frozen nonsense, that's just getting ridiculous. Sorry about that, folks. Anyway, okay, where was I? Well, let me know where I was. Where was I? What was I saying? Because I'll go backwards. I'm plugged to the Ethernet too. That aggravates me. Gotta get better internet. You're good on Facebook now. Okay, so we're back. We're better now. We're back to where we need to be. Good, Barrett. Okay, now we're back. Sorry, I don't know what I missed. Where was I? Okay, I was talking about the at bats. Where was the last thing I really told you folks? Daniel asked me about the at bats. I said Gabby's at bat. I talked about not being worried. I don't know where I was. Don't even know. But we're all good now. So apparently we're all back in working order. So okay. Where was I? Yeah, not frozen anymore. Oh no. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. And I probably should. This phone predates the 18 championship. It's a great phone. It's been awesome for me, but apparently it's working, but it's paid for, and I don't know. All right, what did we do this morning? We what's the word on championship gear, Brett? Good question. It's available. I know they had some available this morning at the Legends celebration we had. There's still T-shirts. They're at the shop, monarchsbaseball.com as well. I'll have more details for you, Brett, tomorrow as well on that. But they were selling it this morning at the Legends get together at 10 o'clock this morning. I mentioned that in the broadcast last night a little. I know we it's weird. You guys have heard, you know the jinx, right? This happened a few years ago. It was the Dallas Mavericks jinxed themselves by planning a celebration before a title. And they wind up losing 2 games at home to the Miami Heat and kind of suffered a little bit. So let's see here. What is this here? This is going to be. Hi, Dan. Way to go, Monarchs. Yes, way to go. Way to go. Way to go. But yes, there's championship gear out there. Again, monarchsbaseball.com, here at the team store. And also, and I'll get an update for you tomorrow. We'll do a full blast show tomorrow, choosing first 2 games. Yeah, choosing the first 2 games I was talking about. The only time I was a little nervous was that because I didn't. This club was so good at home that you're like, well, and I think that made a big difference in the first round of Friday, Saturday, when the first 2 games at home, and then going on the road. And I think you felt pretty confident winning 1 in Fargo. You felt really good when you won Saturday night. I mean, the odds of this team getting swept at home were slim to nil. It wasn't impossible, but it wasn't going to happen the way this team's been playing. And I had a fan in Fargo tell me, they said to me, we were going to go down to Kansas City, but we saw your home record. We'll save ourselves the drive and the agony. Congratulations to Fargo Moorhead, though. They were worthy opponents and great people up there. I have a real affinity for the folks in Fargo. It's a real cool little place. Sorry about that, folks. And, you know, keep getting frozen. I don't know why that's happening. That's really frustrating. Not the show I wanted to do today. I had something planned to show y'all, but we had a great celebration this morning at the Legends. I didn't know what I was talking about, so I'll just kind of wrap it up. I will take, you know, you got something to say, but we're back, I think, now. We are working again, but I really appreciate all y'all who showed up this morning and the folks that were there in spirit, but they're still playing our video on the board over there. It's really cool at the Legends Complex, and the team is going to get together. Really one last time. It's kind of sentimental because back when we got his videos, not. Thank you very much. I think we're back up and running again. So I believe, but or we won't chat in the hotel lobby again for a while, and maybe never again. Those are memories that you thank you very much for back on. Yeah, so I changed the tether. We're tethered now, so we should be fine. We should be fine. I'm not sure what happened there. I do apologize for that, but I don't know why it keeps going off and on there. By the way, Joe Capietro, the lovely Live Angela are out there walking the field right now, kind of reminiscing about the day. Joe was there bright and early this morning too at the Legends. I know we're doing good because the highlights are going to load in. I'm going to give those to you, and we'll do them again tomorrow. But again, just a great night last night. And at no point did I feel too threatened. I felt pretty good about this thing, and it was a great ride. So I'll give you guys a chance to ask anything you want to ask here. I know the merchandise question came up. It's still on. And let me give you guys this. Let's give you guys this, and let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Let's roll them, folks. Again, there's a 2-2 offering. Gabby hits one out to right field. Drifting back is Silviano, still going toward the corner at the track. That ball's off the wall. Here comes one run. Here comes another. Coming for a third. It's a bases clearing double. It's 3-0 Kansas City. 2-1. Gillespie takes it in. Here's a wild pitch coming on with Sweeney. He'll dive in. He will score as he collides with Tom. There's the 1-0. Line to left. That'll be a base hit. That'll clear the outfielders there. Rounding is one. Rounding is one more. Racing for two. McCullough. He'll be in there with a stand-up double. And the Monarchs open it up with a 7-1 lead. 2. Ground ball up the middle. Get on through. That's a base hit. Rounding third is McCullough. He will score. It's 8-1 Kansas City. McCullough touches the plate, claps the hand. To the middle, Kelly. Rounds up towards short. There can be 2. Flip for 1 on the first double play. Turn him, burn him. 6. And the 0-1. A little roller back to the mound. There's McGray. He'll race to first base. He'll do it by himself. And the Monarchs have won it. Reign reborn. Reigns again. The 2021 American Association champions. And you can notch this one. Final score, Kansas City 8 and Fargo Moorhead 1. Wow. That's some good news highlights. I will try to edit. I don't know when I'll get to it. Hopefully tomorrow morning, or maybe later today. I'll try to give you more of a celebration, and also maybe I'll maybe work with a little bit of a longer video of the celebration. I mean, but that's what's playing right now across the way. The Legends. And I'm looking out there right now, 2021 champions logos up as well. Of course, here at the ballpark. But there's the good news highlights. That's all I got for today. I will take your questions and comments real quickly. We do have lunch with the team, and I want to get out there. Hey, I mean, I want to give you guys something today. And I figure if I'm going to stay up till 3 in the morning to edit video, I might as well give you some highlights today, right? We might as well do that. Some of you guys that follow me on Twitter already saw those. So, but it is bittersweet. The ride, it was great. And now it's in that mode of off season. It's always, it hadn't hit me yet. We'll celebrate for another day or so. And then we go to the off season mode. We got a lot of great things planned. I'm still working through some of those things, but there'll be major great announcements along the way. And again, this is only step one in a really great situation. And I told this last night, and this is not a knock on anyone else. I told a couple fans this today. The 18 championship was great, but there weren't 3,000 plus folks there. And there was a bit of a malaise over the thing. And you have to go back to 18 to understand that. And I didn't understand it at the time because I was new, or sort of new. I was in the second year in Kansas City. There was a certain malaise that hung around. And that's not an attack on anybody personally. It's just a fact. You go back, look at the newspaper reports of 18 and 19, and things came up in the course of the 19 season, which was rewarding watching Joe keep that thing together. It was a hard, up and down, bittersweet time that I only wish these folks would have been, when I say these folks, Mark Brandmeier, Mark McKee, Jay Hendricks would have been pushing the buttons. And to see the fans' excitement, to see fans old and new, people buy into what the story is here, it's a different feeling. And I was asked this several times a day. Well, it's a more, I felt that 18, all right, we got a ring. All right, we did it despite it all, right? Despite some of the ups and downs. This feels different. This feels like this is the way it's supposed to be. This is how it's going to be. Doesn't mean we're going to win every year. It doesn't mean this thing's going to have a banner every year, but I'll tell you one thing, it'll be sooner rather than later I mean, it'll be sooner rather than later that this thing will be done again, because it all goes back to 2017 when the franchise then made the change to Joe Pietra. That changed the fortunes going forward because, again, the franchise is 30 games below 500. And now in that time, climbed above 500, had 4 straight winning seasons. Never happened here before. 1 in a row was the biggest they ever had. I won a couple of those. The team won a championship in the Northern League, finishing below 500. So this thing is set up in a certain way. It doesn't mean you're going to be there every year, but you can enjoy it when you're there. And you know this time next year you're going to be in the mix. You know that. Because it's been that way ever since 17. That's just been the way. The only thing that stopped this club from being in the mix in 20 was COVID. So that's where I come from that. Yeah, it does. And 19 was 19 was a bit of a 19 was painful. I mean, because there was a lot of question marks in 19. And it was tough when you got to that point and you just ran out of gas. And it did take it out. It did as well. All right, last call for question. Yeah, and again, I'm not trying to and I'm not taking anything away because I wear that ring proudly from 18, and I'm very proud of it. But I look at this now, this journey, and I'm not trying to tell you who to vote for, who to believe in, or whatever, but I'll tell you this. These are not flukes, okay? This is not a fluke. This journey that this fan base is on, this franchise on, is not a fluke. And when Josh Schaub told me in Sioux City in late August of 2019, there'll be baseball in Kansas City, I can assure you of that. There'll be independent baseball in Kansas City, I can assure you of that. When he told the fans that and walked me off the ledge, now you fast forward 2 years later, and there's no doubt that there's something else involved here. This is not a fluke. There are by chance things that happen, I guess. I guess you could say that, but I firmly believe this ain't a fluke. This is a certain way things are being done the right way, and you took one way of doing things, another way of doing things, which we're getting along. But then you take the two that are really getting things done. It's only going to take this from step one to even higher heights. Does that make sense what I'm telling you? Congratulations, Monarchs. Fans were awesome. Yeah, okay, so they were awesome. How are you, mate, by the way? How are you? Are you okay? I will tell you this, Danny. They are much better. Let me take you back to 2 years ago. The phone calls I would get were about the negative stuff. 2 years later, phone calls. I got an email this morning from one of the stations are in town. I'm not going to tell them who it was, but I'm so happy that they emailed me when knowing our celebration was. We had people there this morning. We had one of the stations here last night. We've had a lot. We're getting there. Are we where we want to be yet? No, Danny, but we're on the right track, and it's going to get better. You're never. We know we're never going to be the Chiefs. We're not trying to be the Chiefs. We won't be the Royals. We're not trying to be the Royals. We're the Monarchs, and we'll do our thing, and we will have a place in this market, and it's going to only continue to grow. We're on the right track, and keep helping, keep fighting for us, and keep sharing the love. Yes, so many emotions last night at the clubhouse. This was a big and a great way to bring the Monarchs back. There's no doubt. Bob Kendrick, when he told the team the story when they opening night to now, that journey. And it's only, again, it doesn't mean it's going to be a championship every year, but don't be shocked if we're back here next year or 2 years or whatever. Enjoy this one and know that we're positioned to be in the mix every year. And that's that. I told you this before. I was in Gary. I loved coming to Kansas City because I knew there was a chance I'd get to do a little shopping, have some good barbecue, see some great people, and, oh, by the way, probably have a chance to win a series. Which, by the way, when Gary didn't win a series here, I was disappointed because Gary was better. It was a better team. when I was in Gary. Much better franchise on the field. Ain't the case anymore. I always like to think it's me, but no, it's actually Joe. Let's play shit white with the Negro Leagues. It's a relationship with like the Negro Leagues, MILB, and the Royals in terms of joint community ventures, engagement, access. Also, in fitted hats of the future, yes, I do know that's definitely going to their own reorder. I do know that. Julio, I don't know. I can't speak for the Royals, but I know we did the Urban Youth Academy game back in May. You're going to see more of that. Jesse Pedraza, who's leaving the organization and wishing him the best. He's taken another job locally, but he has done a phenomenal job of laying the groundwork of our youth academy, of our foundation going forward. And you're going to see a lot from that. We're kind of getting off the ground right now, but you're going to see a lot more of that, more things in the community. I'm committed to the community. I'm doing my things, the little things I do here, but you're going to see more of that. You're seeing that going. Now, what MILB and Major League Baseball will do, I can't speak for them, but I know that synergy's there. And what museum, and I would think the Royals will be part of that too. And us, there's things going forward with that, but the community engagement, that's all on the front page, and that's something we're going to be working on tirelessly. I can tell you that. Hurting, Casey, you're hurting? All right. Well, it's a good kind of pain, Casey. Kenny said it is a good pain. I'm just tired this morning, and it's a good kind of pain. Charles says, came out the first time, experienced a championship, was listening to you during the games. Thank you very much, Charles. And I'm behind on getting the SoundCloud page updated. We'll get there. We got the video highlights everywhere, but I'm behind on that. I'll get that caught up. We're going to have a lot of fun in the offseason reliving this, and we got a lot of great stuff going forward, but I appreciate the kind words. I had a chance to chat with some of our fans today. I'm toying with some ideas. One of them I kind of want to do I don't know if this would work, but this is an idea I'm throwing out there, and you guys can chomp it up and see if it's terrible, but I kind of want a Monarchs Broadcast Network club or group or something that we're all kind of mates in this radio broadcast thing together. We're all part of it. I don't know how we do that, but just an idea. Got a lot of ideas, how much of them come up and don't, who knows. All right, we got lunch to get to. I got to get out there. They're out there in center field, probably wondering where they're probably happy that I'm not there yet because, well, that means that we got more food because Vaughn's not here yet. But we will be back and look back a little bit in depth tomorrow. I'll give you updates on merchandise tomorrow. So I know you guys a lot of that. We'll give you some merchandise updates, and we'll just kind of wrap this whole thing up, and we'll chat again tomorrow. And we will do it about hopefully not as much of a glitch as we had today, okay? We'll do it tomorrow in the lunch hour. We'll sleep in. We'll do the lunch hour thing, and we will have a cup of coffee. We'll just kind of visit a little bit about the year and chat more about this, and then we'll move into I'll give you our off-season schedule, how that's going to work, and what to be looking for, okay? I'm going to have a little lunch and spend some time with the baseball family. To my baseball family online, love you guys very much. You guys know this. Sorry for the gremlins. We get them, and it just, they make me so mad, those internet gremlins. They're like internet gremlins and rainouts and bad blackjack hands. Or maybe bad wings. That may be it. Hi, Jane. I don't know who that is. I'm not sure who that is. But anyway, last call here. I'm out of coffee. Third one. I had a victory this morning, though. Small victory for me. There was a big box of fancy donuts, and I just said no, and Joe and I split a third of one, basically. You're what? I'm not sure what that says. Thank you very much, Danny. Thank you for the kind words, mate. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys. We're going to just get, I got some great things on tap for next year, and we're working on some really exciting things. Jeff and I were just talking a few minutes ago about expanding what we're doing, but we're going to be doing what we're doing and looking forward to continue to add to it. All right, everybody, I got to go out there and have some fun or something and some snacks and maybe a nap later on this afternoon. I don't know. Something. Okay. I'm sorry, Mom. Okay, sorry. By the way, I called you, Mom. You didn't answer. That's all good. All right, love you guys. You know what? We'll have an encore performance of the highlights as we go to a little lunch here. All right. 3, 2, 1. Everybody, 1, 2, 3, go Monarchs. I'll see y'all tomorrow at lunch. Here we go. One more time. The encore performance. Again, there's a 2-2 offering. Gabby hits one out toward right field. Drifting back is Silviano, still going toward the corner at the track. That ball's off the wall. Here comes one run. Here comes another. Coming for a third. It's a bases clearing double. It's 3-0 Kansas City. Two one. Gillespie takes it in. Here's a wild pitch coming home. Is Sweeney. He'll dive in. He will score as he collides with Tom. There's the 1-0. Line to left. That'll be a base hit. That'll clear the outfielders there. Rounding is one. Rounding is one more. Racing for two. McCullough. He'll be in there with a stand-up double. And the Monarchs open it up with a 7-1 lead. 2. Ground ball up the middle. Get on through. That's a base hit. Rounding third is McCullough. He will score. It's 8-1 Kansas City. McCullough touches the plate, claps the hand. To the middle, Kelly rounds out towards short. There can be 2. Flip for one on the first, double play. Turn him, burn him. 6. And the 0-1.
Roller back to the mound. There's
McGrain. He'll race to first base. He'll do it by himself. And the Monarchs have won it. Rain reborn. Reigns again. The 2021 American Association champions. And you can notch this one.
Final score.
Kansas City 8.
And Fargo Moorhead 1.